Well, look, I think that there's a big sea change now in the hedge funds in the U.S. and the tone all of a sudden is turning positive. You've had the bears and the hedge fund camp in the U.S. has been very bearish to China, and it's been kind of the big trade was always that this market was propped up and it was going to fall apart and the numbers weren't real. And I think now you're getting validation from some of the big players that they were wrong. And I think this is a very important inflection point in the whole psychology of how you really push money and get asset allocation into these markets. So I think it's a very positive signal.
Is it an inflection point or is it a top, Brett, when they're finally catching on to all the positive things going on?
Well, look, I mean, we've talked many times on the show about the positive things going on, and we thought that it was a lot more visible than some others, I guess, have thought. So I think it's an inflection point in the sentiment play. As for people that are cutting short positions and moving on, I think they've been very painful. So they're probably not thinking as this is probably finality to those positions, and they're not looking at that trade going further. However, the global sentiment, I think, is changing, and that's really the inflection point that I think drives the growth.